Do you ever wonder how you can make a perfect Americano like a professional barista? Hi, I'm Dero the Barista. I am a professional barista with a 6-year experience. And in this video today, I'm going to be talking about Americano. If you love black coffee or if you want to become a barista, then this video is for you. It's a complete guide on how you can make a perfect Americano, which is rich in flavor like a professional barista, using simple steps and simple tricks. So if it's your first time hearing about Americano, this is the most consumed black coffee in the world, since it was invented in Italy during the Second World War. Since then, it has become a must coffee drink in every coffee shop that you go to across the world. Because this is a simple coffee drink which contains only a shot of espresso and water. But here's where the challenge is going to come. There are 3 different types of Americano that you're going to encounter depending on the coffee shop standard. This is why, for you to have the best experience of having an Americano, you're going to need to have the basic knowledge on how each of these Americano is being made. This is what will determine the taste that you're going to achieve in each cup of Americano. And I have made this video so that I can show you how each of these Americano is being made and what's the taste that you should expect. So next time, if you're a coffee lover and you need to order for Americano, you will fully understand which type of Americano you're going to order for you to have the best experience. So without wasting any time, let's dive in. We're going to start with our first step, where I'm going to be showing you how each of these 3 Americanos is being made. For this video, I'm going to be using a home espresso machine, but this same recipe is the one I use as a professional barista working in a coffee shop and using a commercial espresso machine. The coffee brew ratio I'm going to be using 18 grams as my dose, and the yield out of espresso, which is the amount of espresso that I extract from the 18 grams, is going to be 30 ml of espresso for all the 3 Americanos. Let's start by making our iced Americano. This is the cold version of the Americano. Grind 18 grams, distribute and evenly tamp your coffee, then extract 30 ml of our shot of espresso. After extracting the shot of espresso, you're going to get a glass. I'm using a 12-ounce glass. Then add ice into your glass. Use room temperature or cold water to add on top of your ice. The shot of espresso, pour it on top of the ice and water, and this is how you can make the iced Americano. It doesn't matter whether you first put the espresso, then add ice and water, or you add the espresso on top. This is because before someone drinking the Americano is going to stir and mix the espresso with the water, which will give you an even taste throughout when you're drinking your Americano. The next coffee drink is going to be a long black. This is a tricky coffee drink which didn't originate from Italy. It originated in New Zealand and Australia. So when we are making our long black, we're going to start with our cup of Americano. Add hot water in the cup. Then start grinding your coffee. Grind 18 grams. Then distribute and evenly tamp your coffee. Then extract our shot of espresso. Extract 30 ml as our shot of espresso for our long black. So you extract it on top of the water. So we extract our shot of espresso on top of the water. If not, you can extract your espresso in an espresso cup, then pour it on top of the water. When making the long black, it's key for you to have the creamer sitting or covering the top area of the water. This is one of the things that a person who knows a long black is going to look for if you make for them a long black. This is also going to influence the taste that you're going to expect when you're drinking a long black. And this is how you can make a long black. Our last coffee, which is the classic Americano. The classic Americano, which was invented in Italy. It was as a reason when American soldiers found the espresso to be very strong. So they added hot water in it so that they resulted into Americano. So when we are making the classic Americano, we start by grinding our 18 grams of coffee, then distribute and evenly tamp it. Then start extracting our shot of espresso. Extract 30 ml towards our shot of espresso for our classic Americano. Add hot water, and this is how you can make a classic Americano. Now, as you know the difference on how each of these three Americano is being made, the iced Americano, the long black, and the classic Americano. Then our next step, we're going to be talking about the taste that you should expect when you make or order for any of these three Americanos. From your first sip to the last sip, what you should expect. And the first coffee drink we're going to be talking about is the long black. This is the strongest of all. As you saw when we are extracting it, we first added water and extracted the espresso on top. This is what makes it stronger than the Americano, because you're going to test the espresso at first, then later on you will have an even mixture of the water and also the espresso. And the next coffee drink is the classic Americano. The classic Americano gives you a consistent taste from your first sip to the last sip, because you mixed each and everything together. This is why it has a uniform taste throughout when you're drinking your Americano. Coffee is going to be the iced Americano. This is different from these two other ones, but it's also an amazing coffee drink for those people who like iced coffees. It's a perfect coffee drink during the summer. It also gives you a good balance in taste because you evenly mix each and everything. But as time goes and the ice melts, sometimes it ends up becoming light on your last sip of the iced Americano. But if you're new to drinking coffee or you're a beginner barista, you might not notice the difference in taste. But as a barista working for 6 years, I've encountered people that fully know the difference between each of them. And when they specifically order for an Americano or a long black, they really know what they need. You won't serve them a long black for an Americano because it will be different in taste and they might end up complaining. This is why it's very important. If you want to become a professional barista or make the best cup of coffee, you need to know the different versions of how each coffee drink is being made in different coffee shops or different parts of the world. This is why you should check out this informative video explaining to you the best way that you can make the perfect cappuccino and the 3 different variations of making a cappuccino as a beginner barista